Yogesh ji,
Yes, sir.
can we start?
Sir, National President has not joined yet. Just a minute, sir. A couple of minutes more, sir.
Okay.
So, National President, sir, has joined, sir.
Can I start?
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Very good evening, Mr. President, sir.
Sir, please start, sir.
Okay. Good evening, friends. It is a second prime talk of our national president, Dr. Sarath Kumar Agrawal ji. I welcome all the members of IMA and leaders of the IMA, particularly Dr. Sitish Bali, Dr. Prakash Lalchandani, Dr. Karan, Dr. Yogesh Desai from Surat, and many more. Dr. Ravindra Reddy, all are saying, and Dr. Lele, our Vice President, past National HSG. Many members have joined. So I start. It is our second prime talk. Our president will discuss about various problems facing by IMA during this tenure. I wish all the members, all the IMA members, I happy Holi and happy Dhuledi because it is on 8th March. So you have a wonderful, colorful Holi and Dhuledi to everybody. Second one is 8th March is also International Women's Day. So I wish all the women members a very bright future and I wish them a very bright, healthy long life and they will work for our IMA. That is my wishes. Third one is, as you know, many CWC members have got the email or invitation regarding our central working committee meeting in the April. Venue is Statue of Unity. So all the CWC members and office bearers are invited. So I welcome, and our venue is only to show that as Sardar Patel have united our nation from the 560 states to one India. So our IMA should be united and be bold to fight for our problems. That is the main aim of keeping this venue of CWC at Statue of Unity. Today is also our new members, particularly NEET PG exam was today. So I wish all the newcomers of IMA members, our new generation of the IMA member, best wishes because they have just finished their exam and they feel relaxed today because long time they have waited for extending the date of the exam and they fight with the government. They went into court, but unfortunately or unfortunately today exam is finished. So I wish all the exam going PG students, undergraduate students who are seeking for their admission in post-graduation in our fraternity. So I wish all the best to all the exam going students. And last but not least, we have to listen our president, sir. So I uh, welcome Dr. Sarath Kumar Agrawal to say their main talk to all our members. I request Dr. Sarath Kumar Agrawal to start his talk.
Thank you, sir. My elder brother, HSG, Dr. Anil Nayak ji, participants, leaders of IMA. As you know, this is the second prime talk of the national president, and in which we'll cover that what we have done in since the last prime talk, and what is our plan and what is to be expected. As I am on the way traveling, so there will be some connection loss. So I have made my video, which I'll play to listen what we have done. Though I will be connected, but few things I want to tell the highlights that we have formed very important committees and they are working well. And we want this time that all the committees, they should actually work on the ground and there should be some measurable changes. Like we have very good coverage on the antimicrobial policy, antimicrobial resistance. The press release we given to the media, and it has got a tremendous response on the social media as well as on the Twitter and in the press media, press release also. Today also in the afternoon, I have one recording, did the recording. I wish everyone a happy Holi. But at the same time, I request all my friends, they should make a single pager. Tell their patients image. On 7
Dear friends, we are meeting more than after 1 month. As we suggested and tell everyone that we will be having an interaction or a president talk, prime talk on every first Sunday of every month. So in that context, I am here with in front of you to praise you about what we have done and headquarter in last 40 days since we have last communication with you from my side. So during last 40 days or 45 days, we organized a state president secretary meet at IMA headquarters, and where we allow all the president secretaries to speak more, and we were most of the time we were on a listening mode, so that we could understood what the states want, IMA headquarters should work. The issues are, we have discussed a lot of time, many times. The violence on the healthcare establishment is the biggest issue, and which we discussed on that day. And we planned a strategy for how to proceed about that, which I will discuss in a later part of my communication to you. The integrative medicine was another issue, which we discussed in detail. And the entire 2 days were very hectic and very involving. And believe me, it was a very successful meeting, where even the last day, in the last hour, more than 80 people were there in the hall and discussing the thing. So I think this set a tone for the coming year also, so that more and more state should participate on these president secretary meet, where they should have an opportunity to learn how the working of the IMA headquarters and what they should do at state level. And second, they can share their thought, they can discuss among their leadership in the state, and they can share their thought what the state want, or if any problem of the particular state, that can be taken care. As you all know, this year's slogan is one for all for one. So we wanted all the members of modern medicine or the doctor of modern medicine on a single platform to address the issues of the medical fraternity, be it IMA being the largest body or the other associations or the corporate hospitals. So for that, we organized a seminar in India Advocate Center on the 27th February, and it was again a very successful event, where we invited all the who's and who in the medical fraternity other than IMA, like the many CEOs and owners of the corporate hospitals, representative from DNB, the vice president of DNB, president of DNB, where we call the other association, AHPI, National Health, and Dr. Narottam Puri was the moderator of that session. And it went very well. We invited 90 guests, and it was attended by 120 guests. And full house and very constructive discussion. To name few, Dr. Trayan was there in that meeting. AHPI, Dr. Alex was there, Mr. Girdhar Gyani was there, NABH people were there. So our effort is to bringing everyone who is concerned with modern medicine on one platform, and IMA should become the big brother. And on the issues, we can call all the leaders and all the activists in different associations to discuss the demand and the issue and the planning, and should proceed further as a one voice. So in January, I visited J&K. I started my visit from J&K. So it's a very good, very upcoming branch. The Kashmir members is hardly very, I think less than 600, 700 members are there. But they are eager to make more and more members. They are in the process of building their building. They have constructed one floor, and probably I think 7-8 rooms, good rooms were there. They are in the process of completing that auditorium. Good pupil, very enthusiastic pupil. Dr. Malik was there all the time with me, and they were very courteous. And I think visit of national president or any national office bearer, it always boosts the morale of states. So we should encourage that and spare the time. And it is our responsibility also as a national office bearer. We should visit the states and the branches to motivate them and to listen their problems and try to put some efforts to solve those problems. The issue of GST is a very big issue. As you all know that we received 2 summons from GST for the recovery as in 2021 that they have changed the definition of association, and by virtue of that Indian Medical Association membership is under the purview of GST of 18%. And we have consulted with the lawyers also, with the CAs also. Last year also Dr. Lele has done a lot of work on that, and he has a lot of deliberations and discussion with the experts of that field. And we have discussed in the last Central Council held in Prayagraj also. And the consensus was that if we are under the preview of that, based on the advices of advocate and chartered accountant, we should start collecting GST from the member and start depositing the GST. The recovery has been what the GST has, TOPL has given us. They have sent us recovery from 2017. We are discussing with that whatever because it is a statutory compliance, and we have to follow that. Simultaneously, we will discuss with the advocates also if there is any relief by court proceedings also. We will explore that also. But the advice is we should pay the GST. If we got relief from the court, that will be we can take back. But if we couldn't get that relief, then the penalty will be huge. So avoiding those penalties, the advice is that we should start depositing the submitting the GST. So friends, I request you all, as I discussed in the state president secretary meet also, then please register your state branch for the GST. Request your branches also that they should register them for the GST. To help our all the states and the branches, we have decided that for first 3-4 months, you can collect GST and send it to headquarters, and we'll do all the proceeding, we'll deposit the GST. But this is a window period given to the state and the branches. By 6 months, you should positively have your system for depositing GST. After that, we will not proceed with the GST proceedings at headquarters. We will handhold you. If you need any guidance or help, we will guide you, and we can send our team to your state also for that. We did Republic Day celebration in headquarters on 26th January, and we give our viewpoint on the health budget also, where we requested the government to increase the GDP at least to 3% to 5%. So government should spend more and more for developing the infrastructure. As we saw during COVID, the need of developing our infrastructure, our manpower. So we should have that plan. And though government has increased they have announced to open up some around 150 nursing colleges. That is good to help in increasing, because there is a huge shortage of nursing. So that definitely will help in increasing to bridging up that gap of nursing manpower. That is good, but still we requested government to they should be exclude IMA membership from GST, which as probably that the other some associations are out of that review, but that they have not listened to us anyways. But we will continue to pursue, because persuasion is the only thing to getting any positive result, and that is our right also, and we'll keep pursuing the government for our issues, for the issues of our membership. We wrote a letter to beloved Prime Minister Ji for our demand, for our concern of the IMA on the integrative medicine, as we are saying for last 1 year that we are not against any pathy, rather we want purity of pathy. We request our learned, our beloved Prime Minister Ji to please rethink on that issue, because integrative medicine is a very good concept, but it seems it is like a cut copy paste. Integrative medicine should be at the output level, not at the input level. Means once we have become the doctor of different pathy, then when delivering the services to the patient, then there should be an integrative approach. Like many of the hospitals, they are doing this very good hospital where the allopathy service is there and the Ayurvedic and homeopathic Siddha yoga is also there. So that is the integrative practical approach, rather than destroying the education system at the very entry level. It will absolutely destroy all the pathies. It is not going to help any pathy, be it allopathy or Ayurvedic or homeopathy, Siddha, yoga, any pathy. So we request our Prime Minister to maintain the purity of our pathy, so that all the graduates and the postgraduate, they come out from their pathy as a learned doctor of that pathy. And then while treating the patient, we should use that integrative approach where the patient requires allopathy treatment or emergency treatment or any surgical treatment, the critical treatment, critical medicine, the allopathy should be there. And when there is a lifestyle change or any lifestyle improvement, where yoga, Siddha or Ayurveda and homeopathy can contribute, they should contribute. That is the integrative approach. That should be the integrative approach. We have written about the violence, our concern on the violence to Prime Minister Ji, and asking him that if by an ordinance the violence is not acceptable on the healthcare worker and establishment during pandemic, then how it is justified in non-pandemic days? Violence is violence, and I think India is the only country in the world where violence is acceptable on the doctors and hospitals. No other developed country, the hospitals are the safe zone. There is hardly any incidence of violence on the doctors. So we request the government that hospital should be declared as a safe zone, and the violence should be non-negotiable, and strict laws and regulation should be made penalty under IPC. That is our request and demand to the government. The next exit test is also a concern for our younger doctors, the future leaders of Indian Medical Association, and the future of healthcare service in India. We should be rational and we should be little bit, considerative for these young guys. So I request government that the existing education system, which brought a lot of laurel to the country, why they want to change absolutely upside down, to change entire education system. So they should be slow in their change mode, and whatever change they want to do, they should have a huge brainstorming on that and involving all the stakeholders of that society. So we request government that they should invite IMA for its viewpoint and brainstorm on that, and we will definitely come with a good suggestion and good idea, practicable, workable suggestion. Because next two is probably aligned with the PG entrance test, NEET PG entrance test. While the thought process is that the top brain of the pass out graduate of MBBS, they are getting the specialization seats. But if if by single test we are going to decide the PG seat also and the legal permission to practice in India also, that is injustice for those who are not able to clear for the PG exam now. And in a country where a lot of shortage of doctors are there, we are depriving the students and the young doctor who have completed 5.5 years in the medical college, Before entering medical college, they have gone through the competition, and through competition, they selected in the medical college. It is a waste, it is a national waste of the resources. So we should again think on that. We see there should be carrot and stick policy. We should not always come with the stick and enter. So I request government, they should look into that very seriously, that resource wastage in a developing country is a huge issue. A huge money is involved for the student who is taking MBBS degree from a private medical college. And after spending that much of money and the prestige and the time, 5.5 years, and after that he is not able to practice and not able to give the service, it is a waste. So again, we request government to think over this. That is a very important issue. For the next planning, we are planning to have a MP dinner on 22nd March during this session, because the next session is starting on 13th March, and we have planned MP dinner to make a consensus among the political fraternity about the issues of the medical profession. And government should not be ignorant of the issues of the IMA, because doctors of this country, they have proven their worth, their merit during fighting in the pandemic. And we have lost our 2,000 friends, and the families are suffering out of that. So government should not be like this, that they are not hearing to the voice of the doctors. So for that, to sensitizing the MPs, we are having a dinner of MPs on 22nd March in Delhi. For that, we request our state leaders also to sensitize their local MPs and convince them to attend our dinner party. The draft is being under process. We'll discuss within the group, and once it is finalized, we'll send to the state branches and the local branches for further action. This year, WHO has a theme of for the healthcare worker and the nursing. And nursing is, as we all know, very important integral part of healthcare delivery system. So for celebrating that, we have planned in a huge way on 7th April. Again, the detail will be sent to you, state as well as to the branches also. But just wanted to tell you what we have planned. We are planning to have a march at all the branch level in the morning, where we should involve all the nursing staff of the local branch, hospital level, government as well as private. I request you that you should organize some prize award distribution to the nursings and the healthcare worker who have excelled for last 2-3 years at treating the COVID patient. Then branch level, they should organize some award celebrations, and they should award the nursings and the healthcare worker of their branches. They should invite all the politician, administration, who's and who in the city. They should involve them. They should organize a good lunch or dinner function after procession or march in the support of healthcare workers. They should organize that. Before that, they should do a press conference and publicize what IMA is going to do for the nursings and how, in what way we are celebrating the WHO Day. So that is the another activity in coming month, which I request all of you should do. The other very important thing which we have planned is we have put on that logo on our letterhead also. Aao gaon chale. As we all know, our beloved leader, mentor, guide, Dr. Ketan Desai sir, it is his brainchild. He started this Aao Gaon Chale project, and we are reviving that project again. We have put in that logo on our letterhead also, and it has a very good relevance because doctors are being portrayed like that. We don't want to go in a rural area. We don't want to serve the society. While the reality is absolutely different. We all do any kind of charity every day at every place. All the doctor, whether he is a only practitioner or is running a nursing home or a specialist, we do one or the other kind of charity every day. But the problem is we never quantify it. We never collate it and present it to the society or market it. Like the other companies or other association, other joints or the social workers who are very good in marketing our services, we are very weak in that. So we should publicize this, and all the 1700 branches of IMA, they should adopt one village for their healthcare need. And they should start working on fortnight basis or monthly basis regularly, taking care of their day-to-day problems, vaccination, antenatal checkups, anemia detection, iron deficiency, or health education, seasonal health education, awareness. So these kind of things, if we go to the community and keep on doing, definitely, number one, it gives us a boost to our image. It gives us satisfaction to help for the needy, internal satisfaction, not for the others, but for ourselves. And definitely, please, whatever you do, make a banner also with the logo of IMA and Aao Gaon Chale. Put those photographs on the social media, send the report to IMA headquarters so that we can collate and present it to whenever it matters to the government or any society. That is very important. The next thing is which I am requesting 2 million mark. See, our strength is now consider how many people follow us on social media. And for that, as we are 3.5 lakh right now, and if we ask our family member, our spouse, our kids to follow our YouTube channel or our Facebook channel, then definitely immediately we become 14 lakh. And if we extend it to MSN, JDN, our friends, so it hardly take any time to become 2 million mark. And once we will be followed by 2 million people, our strength automatically will be felt by the administration and the government and the politicians. And it is doable. Even a member who doesn't want to come on the road, doesn't want to spend money for the IMA, it suits him also. It doesn't take much time of you. It hardly take more than 10 seconds. It hardly take any penny from you. And by that, following the IMA YouTube channel and Facebook, you can contribute to IMA in a huge manner. So I request all of you to please ensure that 100% of your branch membership, they should follow the YouTube channel and Facebook of India Medical Association headquarters, and not only by them, but their family member should also follow, and they should ask for their friends also to follow. That will give a huge help to the IMA in recognition. That is my humble request. Along in the extension of that, I request all of you to please make a 1-minute video for the health awareness on different diseases in regional languages and send it to IMA headquarters. We will post those videos in our YouTube channel. And slowly, when the community start joining our YouTube channel for their need, for their absolutely unbiased help and the advice on different diseases, then you can imagine the day when billion of people, they will follow the IMA YouTube channel for their need, and IMA become a power that time. Probably it will not be possible in this 1 year, but down the line, next 2 years or next 5 years, if we effort on that line, we will be a huge power, and nobody can ignore us. Nobody can ignore us. They have to listen us. So that is my request to all of you. Please do that. And Please be united. Please don't fight. Don't see. There are a lot of problems from outside world. So we should not fight just for a small issues, for some small post. If we are sincerely working in IMA and giving our time to IMA, sooner or later, everybody will got a chance to serve at the highest post of the IMA. So my sincere request to all the leaders and all the young buddies, please just not work in IMA for the post. If you're working for the IMA, for the fraternity, post will definitely automatically come to you. Just for the sake of the post, don't divide the IMA. Don't divide the membership. Election is good for any democracy, but in association, it brings some bitterness also. So my request to all the leaders, all the branches, all the state, that they should have election, but with consensus. With these words, thank to all of you for joining. And from now onward, every first Sunday of each month, we will be joining with you, discussing with you what we have done, telling you our plan, our future plan. We have constituted very important committees by now, and all committees are being given to the very good people. And I hope and I believe they all will do wonderful job, and you will be, being appraised and informed by those committees that what we are doing. With all this word, happy Holi to all of you, and goodbye. Long live IMA. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat. जैसे कि आप सभी जानते हैं, होली का त्योहार हमारा आने वाला है और ये रंगारंग त्योहार है। इस होली के रंगारंग त्योहार की आप सभी लोगों को बहुत बहुत बधाई, शुभकामनाएं। अपने परिवार के और दोस्तों के साथ आप लोग खूब रंगारंग त्योहार का मजा लें, आनंद लें। होली का त्योहार भाईचारे का त्योहार है। होली पे हम एक दूसरे को गले लगाते हैं, कहते हैं कि दुश्मन भी गले लग जाते हैं। तो होली के त्योहार पर हम अपनी सारी कटुता भूल के, अपनी सारी शिकायतें भूल के हर एक को माफ करते हैं। होली का त्योहार लोगों को माफ करने का त्योहार है। होली पे हम सबको गले लगा के अपना दोस्त बनाते हैं। तो इस बहुत ही सुंदर त्योहार की आप सभी लोगों को बहुत बहुत बधाई। इस त्योहार पे मैं चाहूंगा कि जो भी बिटरनेस या जो भी हमारी IMA में पॉलिटिकली लोगों के साथ कुछ हमारे मन मुटाव है, उनके साथ भी उन्हें गले लगा के उस कटुता को भूल जाएं और सब यूनाइटेड होके, एक होके अपने इस IMA के झंडे को और ऊंचा ले जाएं और होली के त्योहार को खूब अच्छे से मनाएं। होली के त्योहार पे मैं चाहूंगा सभी डॉक्टर फ्रेंड से कि वो अपने यहाँ पे लोगों के लिए एक एडवाइजरी जारी करें कि होली पर हमें क्या करना चाहिए, क्या नहीं करना चाहिए। होली पे किस तरह के रंग यूज करने चाहिए। रंगों से बहुत से लोगों को एलर्जी हो जाती है, डिसीज हो जाती है। उसके बारे में क्या करना चाहिए, क्या नहीं करना चाहिए, एक सिंगल पेजर अगर हम लोग हर ब्रांच लेवल पे और स्टेट लेवल पे इसके पैम्पलेट बनवा के अगर बंटवाएं, लोगों में पब्लिसाइज करें, तो उसका बड़ा अच्छा इम्पैक्ट पड़ेगा। ये मेरा एक सजेशन है, अगर आप करेंगे तो बहुत अच्छा है। और वंस अगेन होली के त्योहार की रंगारंग बधाई। हैप्पी होली टू ऑल ऑफ यू। थैंक यू।
So thank you very much for patience listening, and we will meet on the next month first Sunday in the prime talk, and we will keep continuing communicating with each and every member and the leaders, and we'll update you about the IMA activities. And I again request you before ending this session, and please send your videos on the health issues, on the health advices for the patient in regional languages, so that we can put them on our YouTube channel. Thank you very much. Long live IMA. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.